everybody, and welcome along to more action here at the FIBA U17 Basketball World Cup for 2026. Great to have your company from Istanbul here in Turkey, and great to have your company here for game day 2. And we're going to kick it all off on this court with Côte d'Ivoire, the African champions from last year's FIBA U16 Afro Basket Championship, up against the best team in the Asian area, which is Australia. They won the FIBA U16 Asia Cup. There are Australia and Côte d'Ivoire. They're the first round winners, with Côte d'Ivoire beating Venezuela 74-63, and Serbia going down to the Aussies by 88-66. So comfortable win in the end for Australia in that game. Looking forward to seeing which of these two teams will remain unbeaten after this match. Côte d'Ivoire, this is their first appearance, and what a momentous occasion for them. Beat Venezuela, so not only their debut at this tournament, but also their very first win in this tournament in their very first game. Australia have won plenty of matches down through the years at this tournament. This is their 8th appearance at the FIBA U17 Basketball World Cup. Their best ever finish was a runners-up, and they finished second in 2014 and 2012. Looking to make a bit of a splash in this year's edition of this tournament, having finished 15th in 2024, 2 years ago. So look on track to do much better than that, based on their win against Serbia on game day 1 here in Turkey. Of course, Côte d'Ivoire from Africa. Got a good opponent here in Group D. This match will be an excellent test for them. There's no question about that. These players are here for a reason. They want to make a splash on the world stage. I'm sure we're going to get another fantastic performance from them. Just witness, there is some very athletic players in this Côte d'Ivoire team, including number 10, Jean-Philippe Oka. Keep your eye on him. He was the MVP at the FIBA U16 Afro Basket 2025 tournament. So he'll be wearing 10. Just make a little mental note of that one. Also, too, go to the official FIBA U17 Basketball World Cup website. Just put FIBA U17 Basketball World Cup in your browser and it'll pop up. I guarantee it. There's a little tab at the top called Predictor, and you've still got time to vote as you see who you think is going to win this game. At the moment, Australia overwhelming favourites. Get involved, folks, because you could win prizes, including an official match ball. As we now rise for the national anthems of both countries. Well, again, a warm welcome to Istanbul here in Turkey for this match in Group D of the FIBA U17 Basketball World Cup between Côte d'Ivoire and Australia. First ever meeting between these two nations at this tournament. It's great to be with you, and a special warm welcome if you are in Côte d'Ivoire or in Australia, supporting your country to success in this game. First round winners, Australia over Serbia 88-66, Côte d'Ivoire over Venezuela by 74-63. We're moments away from tip-off. Really looking forward to your company. Don't forget to, if you're on social media, follow us on Instagram and X at NextGenHoops is the handle. Mikael Manist of Estonia, Kyungjin Park of Korea, and Gao Yuji of China are the officials for this game. Let's have a look at the starting five for Australia, and there's no change to the starting five from the one that beat Serbia in game day one. Luke Paul, Antonio Brown, Will Hamilton, John Ariang, and Yaha Basaran are the five players who will take to the court first for Australia. Leading scorer in that win against Serbia was Yaha Basaran, number 14. He's at the centre of excellence in Australia. He scored 15 points, 7 rebounds, 2 blocks. He's quite the player. He's a 7-footer in this Australian team. Well, the Côte d'Ivoire team have athletic players and some exciting talent, and we're going to see them in full action again today. Again, no change to the starting five from the team that beat Venezuela yesterday. Barakal Kofi, number 1. Keep your eye on Jaco, number 7. Konan, number 8. Jean-Philippe Oka, I mentioned him, number 10. He scored 18 points at 62%, 4 steals against Venezuela. And number 32, Rafael Quadjo, completes the starting five for Côte d'Ivoire. Average height, 6'5", or 195 centimetres in the Côte d'Ivoire team. They're giving up, on average, 2 centimetres per player to the Australian team, who have a 6'6" average height. Just boosted, I mentioned, by the 7-footer. They also have Alex Mabbitt in their team. He's 6'11". He's the only Australian player based in the United States. And the coach, Greg Vanderjack, great to have him along. And the coach of Côte d'Ivoire is Afi Anderson. See, he's pretty animated with his last-minute instructions for this game. Tallest player in the Côte d'Ivoire team is Rafael Urago, number 32. He is starting. He's one of 7 based in the United States. So Côte d'Ivoire getting plenty of players over to the United States. 3 are locally based in Côte d'Ivoire, and 2 based up in Europe already as well. 1 in Sweden and 1 in Italy. So this Côte d'Ivoire team already in several academies in the USA. As we get set for tip-off in this game. Côte d'Ivoire going to be playing in the white. The Australian in their traditional green and gold. Well, let's get this game on. It's Group D here at the FIBA U17 Basketball World Cup, and it's Australia straight away looking for early points to get some ascendancy in this game. We'll see how they go through Brown here. And now here's Luke Paul, almost a showtime play to Ariang right off the bat. Côte d'Ivoire scored 74 points in their win, Australia 88, so that's something to keep an eye on as well. We'll give you their team stats of those 2 games in just a moment, as Australia have 4 on the shot clock here. 3 ballers missed there by the Australian team, Luke Paul, and now here comes Côte d'Ivoire with their first possession. See what they can do with this one as we see Kofi trying to get the screen set with Quadjo. Now Kofi Oka. Again, it's good defence, this time played by the Australian team. And, well, both coaches won't be too upset with the way they're defending in the first 50 seconds. Australians probably getting a better look at the hoop with their possession. As we see Paul come forward again. Brown, Young again. There he is, Basaran, 7-footer. Look at his footwork, it's excellent. Tip back is good from the Australian team, so they're going to get another opportunity. We saw Will Hamilton have a touch there, and there's a foul. In fact, hang on, it's going against the Australian team. Like Mohamed Konan got into an awkward spot there, and you can see the official ruling the offensive foul against the Australian team. So Côte d'Ivoire try again. It's a tight start to this match. Just missed again, that time from Konan. Look at the pressure he's putting on here. Under a bit of heat was Luke Paul. Paul again. Get a screen there from Basaran. And Paul. Basaran can't get the tip in. Look at Paul, he's active. He's got it back for the Australian team. And now a nice strong drive by Basaran again. He can't get there, and neither can Antonio Brown. Wow. Well, there's plenty of action, plenty of activity, but just no final execution from either of these two teams yet. Australia shot the ball at 49% in their win over Serbia. And Côte d'Ivoire down at 42% against Venezuela. Take 49 rebounds to Australia's 50, so that was pretty even. It's so hard to judge as we see that counter coming in that time from Jacko. Nathan Jacko with the first points of the game. It's taken a while, hasn't it, for those to be converted. There he is, the locally based shooting guard, getting the opening points. So Jacko got 11 points. And he completes the three-point play, got 11 points against Venezuela, took 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 steals. Excellent all-round player. And the Australians trail by 3 early in this one. Paul looking for the set play. A little bit of space down the lane, not finding it. Now Brown. Brown, that's good footwork, but again, the execution, the final play, not quite there for Australia. Now Basaran in trouble. Still retain possession. 7 on the shot clock, though. That's Paul, and he's taken steps there, hasn't he? Yes, he has. So that the defense from Côte d'Ivoire is super solid early in this game. Oka at the thick of that. So the African champions are doing great to hold Australia to nothing. In the opening 3 minutes of this contest, there goes the 3. It's away, though, from Konan. And now here comes the fast break. Let's see what Ariane can do. But again, he's had a shot blocked. Paul for 3. He goes astray. Basaran with another offensive rebound. But he's been unable to keep possession. Here's Konan. Konan going all the way. And that was a strong move by Konan. $16 points at 42%. He was just behind his teammate Oka. There's the leading scorer. He's, again, a very good defender. 6 rebounds, 2 blocks in the game yesterday against Venezuela as Brown takes a breather. Plenty of challenges early in this one for Greg Vanderjak's team. But despite the troubles at the other end of the court, they only trail by 3. So Mohamed Konan at the free throw line for Côte d'Ivoire. Just 1 from 2 on that visit, but they've got the ball back. Great work from Oka. He wants to get his first basket, but he's going to have to wait a little longer. Ariang with a strong rebound. Now the Australians looking to up the pace. Watene has been introduced into the game. It's Andrew Watene. Ariang thinking about a long ranger. Gives it out to Watene, who's going to put up the 3. Again, he's short. Australia remains scoreless. 4 minutes of play. Extraordinary. Côte d'Ivoire on the break. Excellent work from Bassaran, but the steal. And another foul. Well, Greg Vanderjack, you think, can't be far away from a timeout here. As the Australian team are finding it really tough in this game so far. They're 0 from 10 in the first 4 minutes. Don't forget, folks, if you're watching on youtube.com/FIBA, we'd love to get some comments from you. Ask any questions. We're getting a lot of fans from Côte d'Ivoire at the moment, which is really awesome. Not many from the Australians so far. So keep it coming as we have the Australians getting possession again. Through Paul. Now Hamilton. Still no joy for Australia, but what about that play from Paul Bassaran? Well, that's in fact Alex Mabbitt who's out there now. And finally, a foul is conceded by Côte d'Ivoire. At that end of the court, they had not conceded any fouls until that one there. Bassaran has not made it easy. Côte d'Ivoire players have not made it easy for him under the basket. That's why Coach Vanderjack has made the change here and brought Alex Mabbitt into the game. The challenges for this Australian team early in this game. Mabbitt tries again. 9 points and 4 rebounds against Serbia. And finally, Australia get some points. It's taken 4.5 minutes. But despite that, as I touched on, they're only down by 3. Australia get their groove on. Make a big statement. That's a lovely basket there from Corfi. He gets his first points of the game. 5-point advantage for Côte d'Ivoire early in this one. Hamilton. Nice move baseline by Will Hamilton. The reverse is really neat too. Nice job from Will Hamilton. He gets his first points of the game. He's another based at the centre of excellence. Nice kick out pass. Côte d'Ivoire looking to get cooking. Oka misses the 3. And that one is going to be Côte d'Ivoire possession. Now, some fans on YouTube getting into the Aussies, which is good. A bit of friendly banter and rivalry going on. Now, if you want to subscribe to the YouTube channel, you can. There are 3 tiers. We'll give you the details about that in just a moment. Missed basket that time from Soba. Now here is Paul on the fast break. That's a beautiful ball, and Hamilton gets 2 more. He's up to 4 points. Australia trail by 1 now. There's a couple of fast break moves now by the Aussies, getting them in the hunt. And they're getting a few more stops at the end of the court, but that was a bit untidy. Jackal for 3. He was under shot clock pressure, and Watene comes away with the ball. Now Paul all the way, no. Foul though by Côte d'Ivoire. It's going to go on number 12 for Côte d'Ivoire. That's Konate. Yeah, just getting a bit of hip movement there was Dama Konate. So here is a timeout on the floor. 3:59 to play in the first. It's tied 6-5. Both teams struggling on the offensive end, suffocating defense. keeping both teams close. Again, about those YouTube membership programs, 3-tiered programs here. If you want to subscribe to youtube.com/FIBA, you can become a FIBA YouTube member, unlock exclusive content, get early access to highlights, acquire loyalty badges. The higher level you subscribe, the more exclusive content you get. So if you want to be a rookie, a starter, or an MVP, sign up and be part of our growing community today. So back to the action now, and here is Luke Paul at the line. He's from Cairns in northern Queensland on the east coast of Australia. Gets the second to fall as well. He's up to 2 points, those 2 free throws, his first points of the game. And Australia, despite their struggles, 2 from 13 from the field, they are leading Côte d'Ivoire by 1 point. First time the Australian team have hit the lead in this game. Konate. Getting some real action off the ball. Referee not happy that time with the actions there of Josh McCann. He's one of the Victorians in the team. So 2 shots coming in as Australia now in the penalty for the rest of this quarter. And at the line here is Nathan Jacko. Free throws could be important in this contest. With a lot of fouls conceded already. 5 by Australia. 2 by Côte d'Ivoire. And the second falls for Jacko. He's got 5 points. He's the leading scorer early in this game. Now Paul. Young back out there now for Watene. Paul back to Watene. Nice fake at the 3-point line. Here's McCann for 3. He got a good look at it, didn't he, Josh McCann? But still no joy from beyond the arc for Australia, and McCann gives up the foul there. Fouls a problem early for Australia. Antonio Brown's on 2 fouls already. McCann goes to the bench on 2 fouls as well now. He's only been out there for 49 seconds and conceded 2 fouls, has Josh McCann. Now that puts Barakal Kofi back to the free throw line for Côte d'Ivoire. The African team doing well. They're 4 from 6 from the free throw line so far in this game. Make that 5 from 7. So 5 of Côte d'Ivoire's 9 points have been free throws. They're also 2 for 13. It's been really tough going for both teams offensively so far in this first quarter. Here's Paul. Paul, nice pass. And that's a counter. That's Alex Mabbutt doing the business for Australia. Nice vision there from Paul. I wondered just for a second whether it was a 3-second violation there. It must have been pretty close there for Alex Mabbutt, but in the end, timing was perfect for the Australians. So Alex Mabbutt made quite an impact since coming into the game. Bassaran was marked heavily in his 4 minutes of court time. Remember, doing a good job in his 3 minutes. He's got 3 points in the game. Couldn't convert the three-point play, though. Nice athletic move by Corfy. And here's Conne. There's that athleticism and the block by Mabbutt this time. Nice and clean, say the officials, and there's a foul mid-court. Both teams giving up nothing. As the other team wants to push on the fast break. Akua to rebound it. Lucas Byrne is out there now too. Watane for three. Still no long-range shots falling in this game. Nice passing from the Australian team. Tom Dammers. He tries his luck. He can't nail it either, but another opportunity here for the Australian team. Watane works off the Mabbutt screen. Now Dammers again. Just pass back to Mabbutt. And that's excellent work from Lucas Byrne. Energy and enthusiasm goes a long way in the sport, and Lucas Byrne exemplified that for his 2 points there. That's a nice comeback, though, from Corfy. He's up to 5 points. Back to a tied ball game. Watane. Watane's been called for travelling, so another turnover going against Australia. Both teams shooting at just 20% in this game so far. Australia 0 from 7 from the three-point line, and Côte d'Ivoire 0 for 5. Surely those stats are only going to improve as we get into this game. Fadiga now out there, number 2 for Côte d'Ivoire. It's a nice rebound by Bassaran, who's back out there now. Byrne, nice hands to Bassaran from Watane. Speed of the pass is good from the Australian team. And another foul has been picked up by the officials there, and that one's going to go on Jean-Philippe Oka. It's going to be his first personal foul. It continues to be very tough in this game. Bring Riak Akua to the free throw line. Another one of the Victorians in the team. There's a few from Victoria. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good spread of talent as Akua gets the first free throw. Didn't score yesterday against the Serbian team on game day 1 in 20 minutes of play. So that's his first point of the tournament. A good spread of talent right around Australia. 4 Victorians. There's a couple based at the Centre of Excellence, a few Western Australians there, and a couple of Queenslanders as well. Don't see many from New South Wales. So, fans of Sydney basketball need to get their socks on. Mind you, some of those Centre of Excellence players might be from Sydney. Here's easy 2 points coming in there from Jean-Philippe Oka. His first points of the game. Watch out if he gets hot. Hamilton back out there now. Here's Paul. That's a nice rotation. Out to Byrne for 3, but he's off target. That didn't touch the rim. And is that going to be a counter from Will Hamilton? Another foul has been ruled here. Yeah, well, take your pick there. There were 3 Côte d'Ivoire players. Looks like Mohamed Konan might have picked up that foul. Oh, Coach Afi Anderson getting that explanation made as well. Hamilton lines up these free throws. Hamilton has 4 points at the moment. It's Greg van der Jack, very experienced coach. The proudest punch to take this Australian team to this FIBA U17 World Cup here in Turkey. Hamilton getting the second free throw. And Australia grinding out a 1 point lead with 40 seconds left in the first quarter. It is low scoring. It is very, very competitive, this game. Not many good looks being created by either team so far in this first quarter. So this game is for the taking, heading into the second shortly. Now Paul, 20 seconds left in the first. Nicely gathered by Byrne. Nice rebound, and now Côte d'Ivoire have 6 seconds. See what Côte can do. Oh, that's a lovely finish. And that's counter. Lovely way for Côte d'Ivoire to finish the quarter. Konate with that last basket, and that is going to give Côte d'Ivoire the lead at quarter time by a point. 15-14 will be the score at the end of the first quarter. Excellent play from Konate to follow that shot up from Côte. But you can see those shooting percentages are down at the moment. All up, it's 25% for Côte d'Ivoire and 19% for Australia. No three-pointers made by either team. Both 0 from 8. The end of the first. Hamilton and Jackal, Côte leading the scorers early in this game. But this game is wide open, folks. Stick around. We've got more coming up in just a moment. Côte d'Ivoire doing a great job to take the lead off Australia at the end of the first, 15-14, but it's very tight. Very, very low scoring.
How many times are we going to see this? Baseline, are you kidding me? Papa Nicolau says, give it to me. Chicago attacks the closeout, beat Bruno inside.
Fills it up. It's all right.
Almost set for a start of the second quarter. I'd have a shout out to Damien Arsenis, who's watching on FIBA, the YouTube channel. Thank you, Damien. 7 Victorians on the team. So it's a big Melbourne influence in this Australian team. Let's see how they go in the second quarter. Côte d'Ivoire with the first possession. And there, some action going against Will Hamilton. That will be foul number 1 on him. Yeah, not set there at all, Will Hamilton, as we saw that play from Mohamed Konan. So Konan going to the free throw line with Australia conceding that early foul. Yeah, and another thing you might want to consider, folks, is I mentioned earlier, on the official website of this tournament is that little tab at the top called Predictor. Now, if you click on that, you'll be able to predict the winners of every single game at this tournament. Voting for each game will close off 5 minutes before tip-off. But if you get involved, you could be a winner. You could get Nike gift cards or the official FIBA U17 World Cup game ball. So get involved, have some fun, and predict your winners of all the tournaments, of all the games here at the tournament. Australia dominating the voting ahead of this game, 92.9%. Côte d'Ivoire just 7%. I tell you what, Côte d'Ivoire and Australia look very evenly matched based on what we've seen unfold in the first quarter. Let's see what the Australian team can do with this one. Ariang back to Paul. And that's a nice move. 2 valuable points there, scored by Antonio Brown. His first of the game. Brown was put down 10 points against the win over Serbia. And again, that's a nice finish. Mohamed Kornan. Côte d'Ivoire's baskets, maybe a little bit, have come a little bit easier in this game so far, but you know what, that doesn't count for much at the end, does it? They all count the same, whether they're hard-earned or whether they're easy. Here's Bassaran. And he's got another foul out of Adama Konate. He'll probably have a seat on the bench now, picking up his second personal there. Just grabbing the Australian Bassaran behind, or from behind there. There's no doubt they have played very hard on Bassaran, who again was the leading scorer for Australia in their win over Serbia today. After scoring 15 points at 78%, grabbing 7 rebounds and 2 blocks. Bassaran today is none from 4, but he has grabbed 7 rebounds already. So the 7-footer, number 14, there he is. You can see him right there. He is still having a big say in the rebounding stats in this contest. Even though maybe the production is not working at the other end. Now that's going to be Australian possession. Ariang, just grabbed by Brown again. Brown looks like he wants to have a bit of a say in this game. Bassaran with another offensive rebound and a foul. No foul, it's a jump ball. Quacho. Here he is, Quacho doing a good job. Australia will get the ball back here on the rotation. Paul looking for the inbound play to Ariang. Paul again. 4 on the shot clock for the Aussies as we see Brown. Here now to Akor, and he can't nail that one. So another 3-pointer goes Australia. Australia none from 10 from 3-point line in this game. 3-point percentage yesterday for Australia was 20%, so they're not shooting the ball well from beyond the arc at the start of this tournament. And there is the first 3 of the game from Côte d'Ivoire. 3 valuable points. Scored by Kofi, and it's Côte d'Ivoire, the African champions, up by 5 against the Asian champions, Australia. Biggest lead of the game now. And a steal from Kofi. And in it goes to 2 more, and Kofi's up to 10 points. Nice little 5-0 run from him. And Côte d'Ivoire are cock-a-hooped here with the 7-point lead. 3 minutes into the second quarter, 23-16 they lead. What about that from Barakal Coffee? He's pumped up. For the Australian team to talk and mull over here. Not being in a dominant position at any stage during this game. Côte d'Ivoire through Coffee's 10 points. And it's just an all-round effort. This Côte d'Ivoire, they are just really hustling and hassling superbly at the moment. Very uncomfortable for the Australian team, particularly at the defensive end. There's Coffee, the first player to hit double figures in the game. I want to keep it going. He's 4 from 5 from the field in this game. He's got half the field goals that Côte d'Ivoire have scored in this game so far. Ariane. There's Andrew Watane, who's back out there again. Again, look at the Australian, looking a little indecisive, not quite sure how to break down this very enthusiastic defence. And how about that for a stop? And 2 more points for Côte d'Ivoire. Coffee again. Outstanding performance from the number 1 so far in the second quarter. He's just beating Australia on his own virtually. Lead out to 9 now for Côte d'Ivoire. Watane. That's gone in. And it's Alex Mabbitt again, who's back out there. He's got 5 points. Australia stopped the rot there, which had been really imposed by Côte d'Ivoire. We've got a foul called against Ariane by the look of it there. John Ariane. Côte d'Ivoire playing nice and clean so far in this first 4 minutes and 8 seconds in the second quarter. Haven't conceded any fouls. Everything going right here for the coaching staff, and there's 2 more points. Wow, really starting to impose themselves now offensively. Their shooting percentage in this game is up to 35% now. Starting to find their groove. Enjoying that 9-point lead again. Watane. It's a nice pass to McCann. He goes to 3, and it's missed by Brown. And again, Côte d'Ivoire. This defense is just excellent so far in this game. Oka. And there's another foul by Australia. The athletic Oka. Going to work beautifully. So Jean-Philippe Oka back to the free throw line. Hasn't scored heavily just yet, but then he's got 5 points. First free throw of the game for him. Gets that lead to double digits. Offensive rebound, another chance here for Côte d'Ivoire. Jacko. It's nicely taken by Mabbitt. Now a fast break for the Australian team. Here's Brown. McCann. Again, look at that tight man-to-man marking. McCann in trouble. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Australia got to do something super smart again here. Ariane gets it in just in the nick of time. And Ariane with 2 points. In fact, that's Akua who's got those 2 points for Australia. Back to an 8-point margin. Coffee. And another foul conceded by Alex Mabbitt. On this occasion, that's his first personal, and 2 more shots coming up here for Quadjo. Cornan takes a seat. He's been very active in the game. 4 points, 4 rebounds, and he's also got a steal, an assist, and a block. Free throw shooting continues to be pretty solid for Côte d'Ivoire. 8 from 12 now in the game. Can't get the second to fall though, as it's taken by Akua. Now Brown. Mabbitt. Not executing their plays at all, are they? But that's a nice fake by Akua. Again, Mabbitt getting the shot away, and 2 hard-earned points there for Australia. That was patient play. Nice set in the end by the Australian team. They haven't broken down the Côte d'Ivoire defense many times in this game so far. Saransi. Well, he gets on the board for the first time in the game. Jean-Charles Saransi. Akua. No foul as he tumbles to the floor. Now Brown over to McCann. Dammers for 3, can't nail it. Here's McCann picking up the loose ball. And that's in from Josh McCann. And that is the first 3-pointer of the game for Australia. After missing their first 14 shots from beyond the arc, they finally get one. Nice comeback coming right there from Fadiga. And Côte d'Ivoire have responded brilliantly every time. Australia feel like they might come back. It's Côte d'Ivoire who shut the door on that super fast. 33-25, timeout to Australia. (33-25) in favour of Côte d'Ivoire. They led by 1 point at the end of the first quarter. So they're nicely clear here against the Australian team. It's been a very lively effort on defence. That's what's got Côte d'Ivoire the lead. To hold a team like Australia to 25 deep into the second quarter is an excellent effort. Can they keep it going though? That's the question. Australia's tenacity and never say die attitude across their sporting spectrum will be at play in this game though. Now, the turnover is not going to come to anything for Côte d'Ivoire. It was a good effort there from Antonio Brown. Brown will inbound the play here. Paul back out there now. The point guard. Rolls off the pass from Alex Edwards and finishes off in style. Nice job by Paul. Two valuable points for the Australian team. Côte d'Ivoire. Well, yeah, ball security has been very good in this game so far as well. Nice rebound taken there by Edwards. And now here comes Brown. He's almost lost it though. He's made a mess of that one. He's okay. Akua. McCann. That's gutsy. Or in fact, is that Paul? It's Luke Paul. With that play. Well, that took a bit of courage. And in the end, he nailed it, Luke Paul. Got a three-point play coming up here. He's on 6 points, and Australia tightening the score up a little now. Reminding you once again, at Next Gen Hoops is the handle on Instagram and X. Love you to follow us. Stay in touch with the best in the world of youth basketball, and reminding you too that, of course, not only are we enjoying the Under-17 Men's World Cup, we've got the Women's World Cup coming up shortly. They're going to be played in Czechia. That one's coming up in the next few weeks as well. 16 of the best teams in the world going at it at that tournament as well. Just like here. And Akor with a clean block. Now, the Australians, a rare turnover there. Rare cough up for possession by Côte d'Ivoire. Here's McCann. Nice pass back into Brown. McCann again. Now Akor. Here's Paul again. 6 on the shot clock for Australia. He's lost it out of court. Turnover rate from Côte d'Ivoire has been outstanding in this first half. Just 3 turnovers. 7 to Australia. It's been in there again, another big reason. They've really treasured possession, Côte d'Ivoire. Jump ball there is Quadjul. Can't keep possession. He's right there, fighting hard for the ball, rather. Riakakuas, he's been on court now for 11 minutes and 20 seconds. Been lively, 4 points and 3 rebounds. Or 2 and bound it. Based at the Wilson Academy in the United States. Yeah, a little unlucky there from Will Hamilton. Come off the rim at a pretty awkward angle. Three is banked in this time from Côte d'Ivoire, and it is Kwanan with that triple. Hamilton, no room baseline for him. Here's Akor. That's excellent work, gets his own rebound and puts it in nicely there. That's 2 valuable points for Australia. So the scoring coming a bit more freely now is Quadjul. And it almost salvaged by Côte d'Ivoire. They've got it back again. Wonderful work from Udrago. Australia, can they settle it down for authoritative play? So far, they've really battled. See what they can cook up with these last 12 seconds of the first half. Brown, lovely pass down to Hamilton. Big 3 there, hit by Will Hamilton. That's how to do it. Well, the Australian team were down by 10 in that quarter, and they have found a way back into this contest. And at the end, both teams have scored the same number of points in that half. As that 3 draws the score up to 36-35, in fact it is at halftime. Great job by Will Hamilton with that triple. He's got 8 points. Australia shooting now 31% overall. Côte d'Ivoire 34%. Good to see a few three-pointers from both teams being dropped. Australia doing a great job on the rebounds. Yara Basaran with 8 in the first half. That's a brilliant effort from the centre. The leading scorer in the game is Kofi, though. He has 12. Will Hamilton with that 3 leads the Australian scoring with 8. Excellent game unfolding here. It's 36-35 at halftime.
Are you kidding me? Papa Nicolau says, give it to me. I'll go tax to close out. Feed Bruno inside.
Fills it up. It's all right.
What do you think?
Oh my goodness, get out of here.
It's that corner pocket and Bruno.
And then you've got this woman here, Asia. And what a finish.
Didn't overplay it. Players without playing one-offs.
Because she's excited with passion.
Roberts, you gotta love it.
Buckets at the buzzer.
And these fans in Kobe, they love it. They absolutely love seeing it. Nice pass to Suigo. Hammers it in for 2. Villanovas here dishing it off. Trying to get going in transition. The steal comes away. Matthews. Throwing it up top. And there it is. Our first highlight of the day early on in this one. Big time snap from the number 5, Troy Plumtree. Going up against Green. Oh my goodness. Oh my, AJ DeBranza punishing. Oh, that's a huge rejection from Garavalia. Get that out of here. And once again, they slow down the offense. This has been allowed to be double-teamed again. And Debansa holding down for two. They've got to get someone in the middle there. Fake a pass, make the pass. And the timeout called as USA run out to a 10-point lead. Oh, that's nasty, that block. Major pin to the glass, put it on the notice board. Caleb Hall. It's stolen away by Spain. Pushing forward. A fight for possession here. Arnold has it now. It's 3 versus 1. The ball goes to the bucket. Energy! Jumps it home. Right on time. 2-point lead. Yeah, on this pass here. Carvalho is knocked away from him. Man, the quit throwing it up. Tries the spin move, his pocket is big. Debansa, oh my goodness! Baptism of fire! AJ Debansa. Steal, Perez loses it. McCoy Jr. off the glass, Stokes! Setting it up to beat the buzzer. A buzzer beater, oop off the glass. McCoy Jr., Tyron Stokes, USA on smoke.
Are you kidding me?
Papa Nicolau says, give it to me.
Chicago attacks to close out. Beat Bruno inside.
Fills it up. It's all right.
What do you think?
Oh my goodness, get out of here.
Attack corner pocket and Bruno.
And then you've got this woman here, Asia. And what a finish.
Didn't overplay as well.
Players without playing one-on-one.
Because she's excited with passion. 6 rebounds, 6 assists.
Roberts, you gotta love it.
Buckets at the buzzer.
They love it. They absolutely love seeing it.
Nice pass to Swigo. Hammers it in for two. Novas here dishing it off, trying to get going in transition. The steal comes away. Matthews throwing it up top, and there it is. Our first highlight of the day early on in this one. Big time snap from the number 5, Troy Plumtree. Bansa going up against Green. Oh my goodness! Oh my, AJ DeBansa punish it. Oh, that's a huge rejection from Carvalho. Get that out of here. And once again, they slow down the offense. Mathis has been allowed to be double-teamed again. And DeBansa throwing it down for two. They've got to get someone in the middle there. Fake a pass, make the pass, and a timeout called as USA run out to a 10-point lead. Oh, that's nasty, that block. Major pin to the glass, put it on a notice board. Caleb Hall. Stolen away by Spain, pushing forward, a fight for position here. Arnott has it now, it's 3 versus 1. The ball goes to the bucket, and it's in! Jumps it home, right on time, 2-point lead. Get on this pass here, Carvalho, it's knocked away from him. Man to quit throwing it up! Musa. Tries the spin move, his pocket is big. DeBansa, oh my goodness! Baptism of fire! AJ DeBansa. Steal, Perez loses it. McCoy Jr. off the glass, Stokes! Setting it up to beat the buzzer. A buzzer beater, oop off the glass. McCoy Jr., Tyron Stokes, USA on smoke.
Almost ready for a start here in the third quarter between Australia and Côte d'Ivoire at the FIBA U17 World Cup here in Turkey. Great to have your company. It's Côte d'Ivoire leading 36-35. They've had a lead of 10 at one stage. Australia's biggest lead's only been 2. There's been 4 lead changes so far in the game, and Australia done really well to come back into the match given the dominance that Côte d'Ivoire enjoyed early in the second quarter. Third quarter underway, Australia with the first possession. Will Hamilton, their leading scorer, with 8. Luke Paul with 7. Alex Mabbutt with 7 off the bench. Nice job by those 3 players. Good job by Basaran getting another offensive rebound and tipped in there by John Ariang. So Australia take the lead now. Great start to the second half for them. They come Côte d'Ivoire. So both teams trading basket. There's the leading scorer in the game. It's Coffee with 14 now. Brown. Coach Anderson up. He wants more intensity at the defensive end. Hamilton misses that one. Taken by Udrako. Now here's Coffee again. Conan. Coffee again, can't find a way. Another rebound, that's his 10th now for Basaran. That's an offensive foul going against Australia. Excellent work by Oka. He was all set and stationary. So good call by the officials there. Doing a good job to Mikael Manist of Estonia, Hak Kyungjin of Korea, and Gao Yijie of China. Just lost out by Marco. And we've got Australian ball. That one might have just gone out of play. Brown bringing it forward now for Australia. Antonio Brown. He handles again now. Someone wants to set him a screen. Paul now. Loose pass. 2 easy points coming here for Côte d'Ivoire. And now back in front again. Easier points than that one for Jaco in this game. Jaco up to 7 now. Another turnover by Australia and Coffee. And it goes for 2 more, and Coach Greg Vanderjack not happy with the Australians. The way they're playing at the moment, calls a timeout. Early in the third, there's Côte d'Ivoire back in front by 5. That's not what Coach Vanderjack would be wanting. Not happy in there as he goes.
What do you think?
Oh my goodness, get out of here.
Attack corner pocket and Bruno.
And then you've got this woman here, Asia. And what a finish.
Didn't overplay it as well.
Players are now playing one-on-one.
Because she's excited with passion.
Roberts, you gotta love it.
Buckets at the buzzer.
And these fans in Kobe, they love it. They absolutely love seeing it.
The chat here on the FIBA YouTube channel, youtube.com/FIBA. It's great to have your company. Great support for both countries as well. Loving seeing all that at the moment. And I'm not surprised that you're in Côte d'Ivoire or Australia at the moment, that you're on the edge of your seats, because this game is certainly feels like it's in the balance and has been so right from the tip-off of this game. Now Paul, again almost losing the ball. Brown does brilliantly there for Hamilton. Gets his own rebound, Will Hamilton. And there's a foul this time coming in from Udrago. It will be his 3rd foul. Star might have to take a breather. In fact, he's not going to take a breather as Hamilton tries again. Young, that works out okay, and finally Basaran is on the board. That's his first points of the game. He was Australia's leading scorer in the win over Serbia. He's battled for good looks in this game, but he's got 2 points and 11 rebounds now. That's another rebound there, does he? In fact, it's going to be Australian possession. Young 2 and Bounder. Comes Paul. He's got 7 points and 5 rebounds. 4 assists so far. A couple of steals too for Paul as he handles again. Now Hamilton for 3. And it goes from Will Hamilton. The Australians have adjusted nicely after that wobbly period a couple of minutes ago. Come off the timeout now. Pretty solid. You know what? That's Coffee again. He's going really well in this game. Another 2 points for him. He goes to 16 in the game. In fact, 18 points. Here is Hamilton again. Lively play from him, Basaran. And it goes for 2 more for the Aussies. Some quality finishing coming now from both teams as Coffee looks to up the ante again. Can't nail that mid-range jumper. And now here comes Young. Paul on the fast break. Look at how fast the Côte d'Ivoire players get back. Young goes baseline. And that's blocked brilliantly by Urago. What a play from him. Australia have got it back. Good steal initially there from Paul. And now they've got an opportunity through Luke Paul. And the foul is conceded. It looks like that one's going on Jaco. Oh, exciting play again. So Luke Paul going to the line here. This game beautifully balanced right now. Even the referees are enjoying this one. I hope you're enjoying it wherever you're watching around the world on youtube.com/FIBA. Great to have your company. Remember to subscribe to our channel as well. Maybe even become a rookie or a starter or an MVP member. MVP gives you early access to extended highlights, full replays, member shout-outs, priority replies in comments. We'll always give you a shout-out if you're an MVP. Excellent basket there as Côte d'Ivoire take the lead again. They're up by 2. And that was Conan that time. He's got 9 points in the game. Here's Brown. Hamilton. Good defense that time. No foul. Picked up nicely by Urago, who made that brilliant block earlier. Now Conan. Here's Coffee. Urago. Shot clock down to single numbers. Nice defensive set that time by the Australian team. So yeah, if you don't want to become an MVP, you can still become a rookie or a starter if you're joining and subscribing to our FIBA channel here on YouTube. And now here comes Brown. Another whistle, and looks like another foul has been conceded. So number 22, that's Adama Kone. Be his second foul. No one in foul trouble in the game for Côte d'Ivoire. And no one on 3 fouls yet either for Australia. Brown for 3. Nice play from Brown to get another possession for his team. Now Paul can't link up with Brown, and here's Côte d'Ivoire managing to keep it in the play. Caught just as Conan comes forward. Urago sets him a screen, and Urago, good play. 2 more points for him. His first field goal of the game. He's got 3. Not really showing up in the stats sheet, but he has plus or minus of 8 at the moment, so he is doing little 1%ers really well, the number 32 for Côte d'Ivoire. Here's Paul, nice play. Mabbott blocked again. Udrago now has 5 blocks in the game. That's Corfy, the leading scorer, with 18. Udrago takes a spot on the bench. Boy, what an effort from him so far. 5 blocks. 5 rebounds as well. Udrago, 2 blocks yesterday. Just away, that one, and Côte d'Ivoire have a chance to build on this 4-point lead again. Here's Corfy. Getting the roll of the rim that time, and Paul's got it. Côte d'Ivoire have been getting back on defense very quickly. You see that they've got 4 players back in the blink of an eye. Oh, and that one couldn't have dissected his 2 teammates even, or better than that. So Luke Paul takes a breather. There's another chance there for Tom Dammers. He's out there now. He's wearing 5 for Australia. Josh McCann out there for another stint. Dammers coming in from behind and will concede the foul. There's 4 points. No miss in 11 minutes of court time against Serbia. Corner to inbound it here for Côte d'Ivoire. Corfy straight away. That rebound is kind here for Alex Mabbott. Now Dammers. Kua back out there now too for Australia as we see McCann going for 3 and he buries it, and the Australians now starting to look a little bit more threatening from beyond the arc. Still only shooting at 18%, but that's now better. And the Côte d'Ivoire team from the 3-point line. Strong move by Mohamed Konan. He's up to 11, the 2nd player now in Côte d'Ivoire to hit double figures in this contest. Keeps the African champions in front by 3. Mabbott. He's up to 9 points. Côte d'Ivoire, for the majority of this game, have had their noses in front. We're up by 10 at one point, you'll recall, early in the second. Konan. Nice work by McCann to get it to Antonio Brown. Dammers for 3. Brown with the rebound. Here's Mabbott. And Mabbott's going to be fouled. Looks like Konate might have picked up that one. Might have gone on Corne, in fact. Oh no, surely it's gone on Konate, number 22 there. So Côte d'Ivoire in the penalty now for the rest of the quarter. There's only 1:42 left. Australians' discipline has been much better in this 3rd quarter. Both teams now conceding 12 fouls in the contest. It's Mabbott with the miss. Australia 7 from 13 now in, or from the free throw line in this game. Côte d'Ivoire 8 from 13. So very little between them in that statistical category. Back to a 1-point game. In fact, it's, yes, 1 point, 50 all. In fact, it's tied. 1:36 to play in the 3rd. Here's Corfy. Beautiful pass. Udrago with 2 more. The combination between those two is super good in this game. And McCann just dragging his pivot foot there. 14 turnovers in the game and just 6 turnovers for Côte d'Ivoire. They've treasured the ball beautifully in this game, and it's been a big reason why they've been just in front pretty much for the whole game. Fair play to the Australian team, they will not give up. Renowned for their tenacity across all sports. And the Australians don't fret about that, folks. There's a block that time from Jako. He was in trouble with Rago. Good support coming in from Oka. And did that shot get away in time? It didn't. Shot clock has expired, so good stop there by the Australian team. In fact, the foul right at the end of the set was the call by the official, so that's going to send Nathan Jako to the line. 8 points for him now. Both teams' resolve and fight has been really good. Jako can't get the second. Coach Anderson Affy doing a fantastic job coaching this Côte d'Ivoire team. They are up for the challenge of playing Australia. Big 3 hit there. And we're back to a tied ball game. Excellent basket from Josh McCann. He's been threatening to do that for a long time in this game. That's his second 3 of the contest. And, well, Dammers not happy with that call. Well, here's that play again from Dammers. Well, yes, he did kind of reach in there. Dammers a little emotional with that call. But he's okay. He's there to play hard for his country. Here's Coffey. Settling it down for the last play of this third quarter. Australia might get the ball back. There's about a second differential. Coffey almost lost it. Oh, and it goes for 3. Perfect end for Côte d'Ivoire in this third quarter. That's the second time they've scored on the buzzer. And Conan, well, an ounce of luck with that 3. Who knows how critical that might be in the wash-up. 56-53 is the score at the end of the third quarter. Conan up to 14 points. Overall, Côte d'Ivoire shooting at 38.6%, Australia 32.7%. Free throws are pretty even. Assists favour the Australians, rebounding 2, and that's largely due to 12 rebounds taken by Bassaran in this game. Coffey 18 and Conan up to 14 with that 3 right at the end. His scoring threat proved a difference between the two teams as well. We enjoy the highlights now of the third quarter.
What do you think?
Oh my goodness, get out of here.
That corner pocket and Bruno.
And then we've got this woman here, Asia. And what a finish.
It's overplayed. Players without playing one-on-one.
How she decided to pass it. Bucket at the buzzer.
And exactly, they love it. They absolutely love seeing
Well, welcome to the fourth quarter of this game. Côte d'Ivoire against Australia in Group D of the FIBA U17 Basketball World Cup here in Turkey in 2026. Côte d'Ivoire 56, Australia 53. Both teams beating opponents in the first game of the tournament. Côte d'Ivoire beating Venezuela and Australia beating Serbia. Côte d'Ivoire, this is their debut in this particular tournament. Can they go 2-0? Well, they're just 10 minutes of play away. Let's see what they can do here. Côte d'Ivoire. It's Kofi. Straight away, that's a good look for three, but no good. Here comes the Australian team through Paul. It's come off a Côte d'Ivoire player with Rago. And it's going to be Australian possession. Still plenty of time on the shot clock for the Aussies. Three balls missed by Ariang. Riak Akur, who is out there at the moment for Australia. He's on 6 points. Nice pass from Rago. It's Cornan who got that buzzer beater on the end of the third quarter. Defense played by Australia again as Kofi misses that one. There's that buzzer beater again. Wow, couldn't have got a better roll off the rim there from Mohamed Cornan. As I mentioned earlier, how critical that could be, that play. Van der Jack finding this Côte d'Ivoire team really challenging to get over here. And there is another stop. And here they come again, the African champs. Kofi. Nice gather there from Akua for Australia as Brown pushes. And there we are. The Aussies back again, courtesy of the three-point shooting in this game. 6 from 26. Still not a great percentage, but it's giving them a chance. That was a deep two, and there's a block from Akua. Oh, just can't quite keep it in the court, but excellent athletic ability there from Riak Akua. Six on the shot clock here for Côte d'Ivoire. Oh, excellent effort again, and Brown's got it for the Australian team. Here's Brown. Rago shutting the door on any potential play down that right flank. Paul and Brown. Lost his footing there in a little bit of heat with Mohamed Cornan. Rago, it was the loose arm. Interesting to see what the officials, how the officials sort this one out. Coach Van der Jack not happy with that arm wrapper up around the neck area. Well, it's very competitive, this game. Very physical and very competitive. Cornan. Oh, tipped in superbly. Jean-Philippe Oka with two more as McCann goes to work. Kick out back here for Luke Paul. Now McCann. Scrambled beautifully there by Alex Edwards. That was commitment from him. Weak side rebound this time from Akua. Australia looking to keep the heat on as Paul fires up, and there's a foul. Watch Coach Anderson Afi on the sideline there. He's living every second of this one. The head coach of the Côte d'Ivoire team. So Paul at the free throw line here. Well, Australia stay close. I'll try again. Boy, it is tight, this game. Eight on the shot clock here. Here's Cornan. Marked tightly by Paul. Good defense from him. And did that shot get away in time? It might have just. And in the end, no score. Excellent defense that time from the Australian team. Chance for them to take the lead again. Paul. Here's Brown. Oh, he's just thrown it straight away. And here comes a gift, 2 points. Oh, no way! Spoke too soon. Great work from Byrne. And Australia, no, they still can't steal it. And the 2 points goes in anyway from Oka. 9 points for him. Well, they made a hard work of that one, Côte d'Ivoire, but they get the 2 points regardless. Brown salvages that one for Australia just. Akua. 3 goes in, and Australia are level again with 6:17 to play, and it's Luke Paul with a big bucket there. He's up to 14. Yeah, what are the officials working out here? Well, every decision is very critical. Is there debate whether it's a 3 or a D2 here from Luke Paul? Did Paul have a toenail on the line? That's the question. This one might be reviewed by the officials. It will be. So let's just see if we can pick up. Now, is that right foot on the line there from Luke Paul? That is a tight call. Again, there are such small margins in the sport that could be the difference between winning and losing the game. You just don't know at this point. Well, that is so close. What's your feelings, folks? Is this going to be a 3-pointer? Is it going to be 60 all, or is it going to be 60 to 59 to Côte d'Ivoire? Decisions coming. It's a 2. Referee Mikhail Manist of Estonia. So Paul doesn't have 14 points. He's got 13 points in the game now. So score is 60 to 59. It's a good call by the officials. Don't think the Australians can have too much argument with that one. So here's Côte d'Ivoire. Cornan again, really coming into the game strongly. He, Oka, and Kofi having big input into the Côte d'Ivoire performance in this game. Foul going on there on Will Hamilton. Still no one in the game on 4 fouls. So no one in foul trouble with 6 minutes to play. Corner at the free throw line. Both teams just a little stressed at the free throw line now, with 9 from 16 for Côte d'Ivoire, 10 from 16 for Australia in the game. Corner might get another chance, as we see Coach Anderson Uffy being great to watch in this game. Animated, passionate. That's what you want from your coach, especially at an under 17 level. You really want to get that enthusiasm and passion going. Corner. Coffee. 7 on the shot clock here for Côte d'Ivoire. Coffee again. He tried to do pay maybe a little bit too much there, as Will Hamilton, who's been one of Australia's best in this game, comes away with the ball. Paul. Here's Akua. Lovely outlet pass. Here comes Coffee. And again, it's Paul with a big play. And now Edwards gives it to Brown, and there's a foul. That one going to go on Nathan Jacko. That will be foul number 3 on him. Jacko going to take a seat. In the meantime, 8 points, 4 steals from him. Been a big contributor in the game. While this one's been low scoring, it's certainly been absorbing this clash. Lots of passionate comments coming through on the live stream of this game as Australia get it back. That's great defense. Paul. Now Brown looking to get some composure into this play. Antonio Brown. Hamilton for 3. Big triple hit by Hamilton. 14 for him. That's his 3rd 3 of the game. And there is a turnover, with Australia getting possession with that Côte d'Ivoire player standing out of court. Lucas Byrne. Just the 2 points for him, but he's out there giving it 100% for his country. Brown all the way. Super basket there, super drive from Antonio Brown. He hasn't worried the scorers too much, but the momentum with Australia at the moment. He's got 4 and Australia up by 4 with 4:36 left in this brilliant contest at the FIBA Under-17 World Cup.
Are you kidding me?
Papa Nicolau says, give it to me.
Chicago attacks the closeout, beats Bruno inside.
Fills it up. It's all right.
Back underway here with 4:30 left. Côte d'Ivoire trailing by 4. This is Australia's biggest lead of the game. Quite incredible, isn't it? often you see that in sport. One team, particularly in basketball, can have control. Not big control, you have to say, against Côte d'Ivoire. It's been just a little bit in front most of the game. But Australia's resolve, courage, has kept them in the hunt here. And they had this 4-point lead with 4:20 left. What's the response going to be from Côte d'Ivoire? There's all their good work done by this gallant Australian team down the stretch of this one. There's been some real heroes. This Australian team, no one player really dominating proceedings though for them. Excellent efforts from several players. Will Hamilton's been clutch. Arguably is Paul with the feed, and there's a brilliant block from Oka. What a play from him. Coffee. Beautiful play from Coffee. 20 points now. Brown. Edwards. Look at Paul. Nice play to Edwards. Kick out pass to Hamilton again. And the mid-range can't fall, but it is going to be 2 shots at the free throw line for Will Hamilton. Well, some big efforts from these lads in this game. Luke Paul, 13 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals, 3 blocks from Luke Paul. Fantastic all-round game from the Australian number 7. And this man here, Will Hamilton, 14 points, 4 rebounds. Make that 15 points now. He's the leading scorer in the Australian team. Shooting at 42% from the field. And Coffee, 20 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals and a block for Côte d'Ivoire. A player who's been brilliant, Conan, 14 points, 6 rebounds, 2 steals. And how about Udrago? Big hit there, big hit there. What a bucket from Jaco. Perfect time to hit a 3-pointer with 3 minutes to play. Udrago, 5 points, 6 rebounds, 5 blocks. That's right, 5 blocks. He had them by the end of the third quarter, as well as Brown gets it back. What a hustle from him. Here's Hamilton. Whoa! That was extraordinary from Australia. Luke Paul. Is that the basket of the game? That was utterly extraordinary. Conan for 3. Australia have it. 4-point game, 2:20 to play. Certainly not a comfortable margin from the Aussies. Burn back to Brown. Edwards looks to set him a screen. Brown, nice and aggressive. Can't get the roll off the rim, but will go to the line to shoot 2 again. Foul looks like might go on Oka. I'll take your pick again. It might have been on Udrago. Yes, that'll be his 4th foul. But Coach Afi, if it is his 4th foul, God, I'll keep him out there. He's got to roll the dice at 2:12 to play, especially with Australia potentially being ahead by 6 here with 2:12 to play. And that foul did go on Udrago. So he's on 4 fouls. Number 32 still out on court. Edwards with the rebound. Greg Vanderjack. Stressful game for him. There's no easy way to glory at a World Cup, no matter what the sport or what age group. And there's another foul. Looks like Brown might have copped one in the face there. No malice in it, of course. Oh yeah, just coming down there on the eye, perhaps. It's unfortunate there. I think Jean-Philippe Oka. Looks like Antonio Brown is going to be okay. He's just dropped 2 very important free throws. He's going to have to do it again. Australia 70-65. It's been quite the performance from them in the final quarter so far. They are outscoring Côte d'Ivoire 18-9 in this quarter. Oh, Brown misses the second. Côte d'Ivoire, less than 2 minutes to play. Not only is the scoreboard against them, but the clock now against them as well. Nice pass. And there is a flush from Ouedraogo. Côte d'Ivoire almost getting possession. Back again through that steal from Jaco. Well, timeout on the floor with 1:37 to play. But Australia, with an excellent final quarter so far, have the advantage, 71-67. Right, couple of plays there for Paul. That big three.
What do you think?
Oh my goodness, get out of here.
That corner pocket and Bruno.
And then you've got this woman here, Asia. And what a finish.
Didn't overplay as well. Players are now playing one-on-one.
Because she's excited with passion.
Roberts, you gotta love it.
Buckets at the buzzer.
And these fans in Kobe, they love it. They absolutely love seeing it.
Now 71-67. We saw those 2 poor plays. Paul with that big three. Johan-V4Q on the FIBA YouTube channel. Luke Paul has improved a lot since the FIBA Oceania. Honestly, he's got star quality. Yeah, based on what we've seen here. Totally agree with that. Thanks for your comment. Big fans of Côte d'Ivoire. Can they find a way to come through and win this game? They've played really well. Love their attitude all the way through this game. Really has felt a 50-50 game, this one, right from the start. Brown. Edwards, big 2 points there from Alex Edwards, his first points of the game. Critical time of the contest. Bit of breathing space now for Australia. Here's Coffey. Nice play into Ouedraogo, who gets 2 more. He's up to 7 points. He's playing the 4 fouls as well. Well, a minute left. Let's see what Brown can do here. He's under pressure, he needs support. And he's got it just through Edwards. And in the end, Cornan is going to concede the foul. Mohamed Cornan, that will be 3 fouls on him. Almost. A brilliant play there from Côte d'Ivoire. Both teams, Côte d'Ivoire in the penalty now. Australia still have a foul to give. They have 2 fouls to give. So Alex Edwards. Really need to see others standing up. We saw Yaya Basaran dominating Serbia, but not today. He's only had 14 minutes of court time in this game, 4 points and 12 rebounds. Other players have stood up, but that's exciting for Australia. They're not reliant on just one player, their 7-footer Basaran. Let's see what Cornan can do here. Cornan, nice drive, and that's going to roll in for 2. 41 seconds left. Australia can manage the game if they're smart about it. Akua gives it to Brown. He's got a cool head on his shoulders. Here's Antonio Brown. And Edwards. No basket from Alex Edwards. The foul was ruled by the official on the drive from Antonio Brown just before Edwards got his hands on the ball. But Antonio Brown is showing great leadership and composure here down the stretch of this game. 6 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, but his ball handling skills and decision making has been excellent. Antonio Brown is at the free throw line again, and he's been nice and cool and calm in this facet of the game too. 3 from 5 from the line now in the game for him. Australia 15 from 24. Nice play from Brown. He's up to 8 points in the contest. So with 26.3 left, it's a 5-point game. Côte d'Ivoire running out of opportunities now. In many ways, it's a shame one of these two teams is going to be defeated in this game because both have been really good. If you've been watching right from the start, there's been excellent commitment to the cause from both teams. So here's Côte d'Ivoire. They need quick points now. Bit of full court pressure coming from the Australian team as well. Conan, their top scorer, handling the ball here with 20 points. They need the 3. It's blocked. Oka. Great work from Akua. 10 on the shot clock. They need something and something fast, and they get it from Jako. So the margin is back to 3 with 9.4 seconds to play. It looks like one last timeout is going to be called. Australia, with 9.4 left, will want to implement a watertight strategy on this possession to close out a tight win for them. It'll be interesting to see how the Côte d'Ivoire team play this last 9.4 seconds as well. Well, Coach Anderson Afi urging his players for one last push. They need possession. For a foul here, they're in the bonus, Australia, so it'll be interesting to see how they play this last 9.4 seconds. Can Côte d'Ivoire get a steal and turn that steal into a three-pointer in these last 9.4 seconds? It has happened many times before. What about Australia? Can they have the composure to close out a win? Luke Paul gives it to Hamilton. Luke Paul. They need a foul and need to do something. And that might be an unsportsmanlike foul there. Did Oka make a play at the ball? Oh, there's not much left Oka could do. And look at the relief on the Australians' faces. They have a chance here to seal victory. Luke Paul, who's been arguably the star of the game, the MVP of this game, with 16 points. Make that 17. 7 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals, 3 blocks. He's just done it all in this game, Luke Paul. What a performance from him. And there we are, 5-point margin with 5 to play. One more timeout from Coach Anderson Afi from Côte d'Ivoire. But Luke Paul will be doing his friends and family proud in North Queensland, where he's from. with a stunning performance here from the start in this game. Well, great effort from Côte d'Ivoire. They have really stood up several of their players. Looks like a brave challenge, and remember, they've been in front of this game for the majority of the contest. Just not quite able to get it done down the stretch. With some real step-up efforts from some of these Australians, particularly Luke Paul and Will Hamilton. Some big buckets made by them, critical times of this game. .2 seconds left. Last play now for Jacko. And there is Luke Paul. Is that going to be a counter? They want to goaltend there. Do the Côte d'Ivoire team. Regardless of whether that's going to be confirmed or not, Australia are going to get the victory. Well, there's just a little bit of discussion right at the end of this game as to whether that will be 3 more points. Well, 78-73. We'll just wait here to see what the score is. We're going to Côte d'Ivoire desperately wanting to see that reviewed, that final play. Well, regardless of this discussion, let's remind you, it's not going to change the result. Australia will be the winners. Controversial ending here. Still maybe just a bit of time left on the clock too, as we just get confirmation of what's going on here. There might be a second left. Well, head referee Michael Manist looks like he's going to say it's game over. And it is. Well, what a game. Boy, there was some hard work expelled by all the players in this game. Very little between the two teams, but Australia have got the win. 78-75 or 78-73. And this is unfortunate to see this at the end of this game. That's right, keep your cool. It's not worth getting wound up about it. 78-73 is going to be the full-time score. And Australia get the win. Big shout out again to Luke Paul with 18 points. 8 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals and 3 blocks. What a performance from Luke Paul. That all-round effort is going to take some beating in this tournament. Shout out to Will Hamilton, 16 points. Alex Mabbitt, 10. So we enjoy the highlights of this game. We hope you enjoyed the game. And a shout out to the leading scorer for Côte d'Ivoire, Barakal Kofi, with 20 points. He also finished with 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Mohamed Konan, 16 points, 6 rebounds. And another big start of the game was Rafael with Rago, 9 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 blocks. It did foul out near the end. He had a big game as well. And Oka, just a mention for him too, Jean-Philippe Oka, 9 points, 14 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks. He had another excellent all-round performance. Maybe didn't score the points that he was hoping for after dropping 16. In fact, 18 points in the win over Venezuela on game day 1 of this tournament. You enjoy the highlights, the rest of these highlights of this game. Very competitive Group D match, won by Australia, 78-73. Well, thanks very much for watching. We hope you enjoyed the game, and congratulations to Australia. 78 over Côte d'Ivoire, 73, and we'll catch you for more action